Hello, I'm Richard Jack Smith, formerly of Real Talk Movie Reviews, bringing you a review of a very special book today, US Marines on Iwo Jima. I have read this twice in a row. I love this book. It was originally published in 1945 and it's the culmination of testimonies from 5 soldiers, doctors, people who were there during the actual time. Fantastic. I mean, what an incredible book. This, along with Dracula, Prince of Many Faces, His Life and Times, I feel like now what's happened with certain books, the biography of Dracula and now this one on Iwo Jima, I feel like the genie's out of the bottle. Pandora's box has burst wide open. This is the bottom line when it comes to quality. These accounts of what happened are so rich and breathtaking in their descriptions that frankly anything made up or which appears in fiction just seems kind of trivial by comparison. Indeed, I have to admit I was working on a science fiction story which had some combat in, but reading US Marines on Iwo Jima changed the way I felt about what I was writing, and indeed I'm going to change my approach now and do it in a manner that's, I guess, a little bit more respectful of what actual combat is as opposed to something that's just made up. It's just an idea. I mean, I may change my mind later on, but as I say, for now, this is the gold standard, basically. I've read a few war books, Max Hastings, Vietnam, there was another one on Matterhorn, Vietnam again, a book on Burma by James Holland. Good books, but this is just how you do it. Now, the page length says 564 pages. That actually is a tad misleading because the actual content of the book, the actual meat and potatoes of what happened during those days on Iwo Jima, only covers about just under half of that. It's about 250 pages. There are actually a couple of hundred pages at the end which lists the names of the soldiers who died, and it's roughly 5,500 names, and there are some photographs as well which are amazing, just incredible what they went through trying to get through these, pillboxes and dugouts in a lot of cases because the Japanese were underground and they had these areas of retreat and they were just popping up all over the place. And in certain cases when soldiers were, or forward observers were going in, if someone stuck their head up, just an inch too high, dead. And there was another case where an American soldier threw a grenade into a cave and the chap threw it back out. And there are just so many incidents such as that which are related in this book, and incredible, amazing. And I just feel like this has changed the way I feel about war reporting, and an incredible book which just needs to be read by everybody. And in schools, I don't know why this wasn't brought to our attention in school, because it just makes it fascinating, horrifying in many respects, but you can't stop reading. I had to read it twice. I thought I can't go on to anything else until I've read this at least another time before I do this review. It's a masterpiece, and that word is overused in many different media, but this is the real deal. Okay, in the Kindle book there are some grammatical errors, like you have a comma where it's not supposed to be, the final word before a sentence, but it's not a big deal. The meat and potatoes of the content is there and you're not going to miss a thing. Fantastic example of historical non-fiction. I give US Marines on Iwo Jima 5 out of 5 stars, and like Dracula, Prince of Many Faces, His Life and Times, this is one of my all-time favourite books. got to be in the top 20 at least. For more film and soundtrack reviews, please visit Betty Jo Tucker's website, Real Talk Movie Reviews. On Facebook you can find my pages, Hypnotic Movie Reviews and Hypnotic Soundtrack Reviews. I am Richard Jack Smith. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.